Hello, viewers. This is Adam Plus Starty here. And this time on a special type of video. You might be. Before we go, let's talk about something real quick. You realize you must notice that there's no Blaze Blue episode, or like no part 6 of Blaze Blue. Due to like personal reasons, I'm not gonna resume with part 6. I might. I'm gonna finish off I'm gonna try uploading part 6, but where we left off in part 6, we're gonna pick up there for tomorrow's part 7. We'll pick up right then and there and resume. But I'm not gonna do like I'm gonna try finishing part. I'm not gonna like you if you saw like at the end of part 6 there's a battle. I'm not gonna try finishing that considering it's kind of due to personal reasons I don't want to resume. But and if that's like a bit of a Blaze Build update, and the tomorrow will pick up right where I left off and resume as normal. So yeah. But today, as you can tell on screen, we have the Ultra Pack 2. This is one of the videos I have planned for today when I was in class. So pretty much, I want to give you like my overall thoughts on Ultra Pack 2, since this is allegedly the last DLC for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Then after Majub and Tortonoan release officially, for like those who didn't buy the Ultra Pack set, this is a pretty good DLC pack. I know it's like Maju, but and a fighter's character, but I think it's a good send off to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, because it's pretty much like the end of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC. It's been a fun ride seeing all these characters pop on into Xenoverse 2 as additional characters, and I like it. I like 21's playstyle. She pretty much plays like she would in fighters, but with a bit more oomph to it, and I like it. Maju feels like he's like the meh character, as you would call. Like he's pretty good, but he's not exactly decent. Also, you also might notice Majub's new voice actor. You could pretty much tell that it sounds like Izuku Midoriya's or Deku's voice actor. You also might be questioning why isn't Majub's original actor coming back to play Majub? You know, there's a thing such as the voice actor maybe not wanting to do the VA the character anymore, or maybe the fact that pretty much he wasn't called in on time to VA Majub, so then they had to resort to pretty much using another VA in favor for Majub. I know it's not the same Maju voice actor, but let's give this Maju voice a try. I know people are making the jokes that oops, pretty much Deku, but just ignore that. Overall, what I've seen with the PQs, they seem pretty good. I think one of them is pretty much based on 21's, and I saw the trailer earlier today. While I was at school, pretty much I loved it. I saw like the new free update, like I love that as well. With the new photo mode, the new Crystal Raid mode edition, the new clothing for free, like the Golden 21 outfit. Oh yeah, also updating the 21 clothes. Some of the set is still exclusive to Japan. I wouldn't know why Bandai would still go for that instead of giving us the full set for Android 21's outfit. But I think Slow Play's like latest video about how to get all the clothing explains that. He went a bit more in depth with that. So also, I don't. If I like stutter a bit, it's because I'm still trying to like trying to make sure I still stay cheery for this video. I'm not trying to be like depressed. I'm trying to beg for pity. So don't go for that. But overall, I like this DLC. I like the clothing. We finally some aspect we get the lab clothes. We get at least get 21's like lab uniform. I mean, we don't have Majin 21, but at least we get to play their base form. Considering in fighters, you never did that. You never played as base. You never played as base 21 besides seeing her in cutscenes before she transforms. And for Majub, at least like we get Oob in his better transformed state. Like I know people want an Oob, and listen to those who want an Oob. He doesn't have a lot of moveset potential. That's just Uber pretty much would have been like a clone of like he would have to reuse so much. They would give him so much reuse techniques. Like literally, I'm not kidding. They would have probably given Oob either Kamehameha or some of Goku's moves. That pretty much felt like he was just another Goku clone for Xenoverse 2. I know Xenoverse 2 is not exactly like joking around with how much Gokus they are. Like there's like probably like 10 plus Gokus, but we do not need Oob counted as another Goku clone or another Goku like duplicate. Otherwise, that pretty much would have been a waste of a slot. And I like Maju better because at least he has so much variation for him because of the new moves he used on Baby. You might see, but what about Oob versus Baby? That wasn't even a long fight. That was probably like almost like what? Not exactly long. Besides Oob just flying around and just blasting Baby, or like him just like attacking, punching Baby. Then he just gets pushed back. Then he starts then he becomes Majub afterwards. I like how they did Majub. Majub, because of Majub versus Baby Vegeta, at least saw Majub do so many moves such as the Candy Beam and some other, and he does some other exclusive techniques. At least Majub feels like it's a better version of Oob. I'm sorry. That's my personal preference, though. And that's all I'm saying for Maju. But 21, it's pretty obvious it just borrowed her fighter's moveset. And I'm not too disappointed. I'm not too disappointed they pretty much borrowed her moveset from Dragon Ball Fighters. It's pretty good. And actually seeing them in 3D feels like it's a lot more like realistic in a way. So yeah. Marvel does for the final DLC. It's pretty good. It's not exactly best DLC, but it is a proper way to at least send off Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2's DLC lineup to saying thank you for buying our DLCs. We hope you enjoyed it, and for that, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 has come to its utmost conclusion. But what are you guys' thoughts on DLC number 10 being our last DLC for this game? Do you think we could actually get a Xenoverse 3 announcement, or do you think that's still like more of a myth and we might get like another Dragon Ball? We already have Kakarot releasing soon, so I see why Bandai went with the decision to like wrap up the Cineverse DLC lineup, because 2020 is all going to be about Kakarot. Like, you can already make your guesses about 2020. It's all going to be about Dragon Ball fans talking about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, like with all the cutscenes, the gameplays, the characters, and Xenoverse 2 is not going to be recognizable for most parts. But I like how Xenoverse 2 ended. It's a good way to send it off with at least one character from Fighters as a crossover and another and a final GT rep. I wish you could. I know people are mad we didn't get Topo or anyone else like Hachiyak, but we get to those who say who are still salty about this being but about them not adding any more DLC characters. There is a phrase that goes with this: "You get what you get, but you do not throw a fit." If you want to throw a fit, then don't get this game. If you're not happy with the DLC, then don't get it. If you're gonna be so disappointed, I do not want to see. I am not a big fan of like people complaining on like on Twitter or on YouTube saying, "Oh, we didn't get Topo. Ugh, Bandai, you're so terrible." I'm not trying to be fanboying towards Bandai. I know these DLCs have not exactly been good because of Xenoverse 2's RNG, but I do not want to see people like bandwagon like saying that, oh, this DLC's, oh, there's no Topo, there's no Shallot. I wish they put him in as a final way to conclude Xenoverse 2. We got some decent characters, and at least we got like at least their moves are decent in this type of way. So yeah. Also, I'm just trying to. I'm make sure that I don't go. This doesn't go to from like a discussion to a rant. But yeah, my overall thoughts, it's pretty decent. If I have to rate it, be like 7 out of 10 at most. It's pretty good DLC, and I recommend you getting it if you want to play as Android 21 and like outside of fighters, since if you don't want to play her basically in fighters. At least you can't say Android 21's at a fighters exclusive, but she's pretty much now fighters and Xenoverse 2 exclusive. But yeah, overall thoughts, it's pretty good. As my final thought. So, what are your guys' thoughts on Ultra Pack 2, aka our last DLC for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2? Do you think Xenoverse 3 could be on the horizon, or do you think that's just more of like a laughing joke at this point, or do you think we'll actually get like some surprising news about Xenoverse 3 at Jump Festa? Leave your guys' thoughts in the comments about Ultra Pack 2's like being our leave your thoughts about Ultra Pack 2 like and how you thought it was supposed to be in the comments, and I'll see you guys on my next video, which might most likely be my Blaze Blue video if I get it up on time. If I do. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later. Ciao.